Why, hello there. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. One more day until Friday, and then we have the weekend. Now, I kind of want to keep things positive here for a while, but I have to talk about something serious here. News under news and science. When governments fight, the cooperation of the scientists, relationships get frayed, and certain things happen. Now, of course, this story comes from CNN, but it's a given. I know I'm not supposed to trust CNN, but usually CNN is not all that bad. It depends on who writes the story and what department's writing the story. But European Space Agency suspends Mars mission with Russia. Let's see what this is about. The mission to launch Europe's first planetary rover designed to search for signs of life on Mars has been suspended, the European Space Agency said Thursday. The X-Mars rover is a collaboration between the ESA and the Russian space agency Roscosmos. Roscosmos, sure, why not? I'll go with Roscosmos. They have been on track to leave Mars in September this year, but the ESA said last month that Russia's invasion of Ukraine has made it very unlikely. And unfortunately, when it comes to scientists, they're not very political. They may have nationalistic pride, but that pride is overcome by discovery. Is how I is pretty much what I've been able to determine. So you can have multiple agencies working together. As long as that they are making discovery, they don't really care about the politics. But I do think the space station has been separated. I don't know if the Russians kicked themselves out or the space station themselves kicked Russia out, which is a very terrible decision because in order for science to improve, the world needs to really come together and collaborate and have the diversity of thought process here. The decision suspended the cooperation with the Roscosmos on the project was made unanimously by the ESA ruling council, which met in Paris on Wednesday and Thursday to assess the situation arising from the war in Ukraine. The council said it has authorized a study to see whether there were any options way forward with the mission. Launch windows are dedicated and timely for missions heading to Mars from Earth. The rover, known as both the Echo Mars and the Rosalind Franklin in honor of the English chemist and DNA pioneer, was initially scheduled to launch in July 2020 but was delayed by the coronavirus pandemic. And the thing about the windows, I think it's where Mars and Earth will be to get the shortest possible distance so they can make a timely venture. And sometimes the Mars may not look like it's going to be the shortest distance, but by the time the rocket ship gets there, it's in short distance. So that's what the window is. That's how I understand it. The space agency said in a statement that it's deeply deplored by the human casualties and tragic consequences of the aggressions towards Ukraine, while recognizing the impact on the science exploration of space. The ESA is fully aligned with the sanctions imposed on Russia by its members states. The mission is intended to search for life on Mars and investigate the history of water on the red planet. The rover has the capability of drilling beneath the surface of Mars to the depth of 2 meters. Since it's Europe, I'm going to go use the meter system. For the imperial system, it's 6.5 feet. Whereas scientists hope that they find signs of life. Personally, I don't think Mars has signs of life. I don't even think it may have had life at one time, but I think all the years has kind of bleached it, destroyed any possible life on Mars, or any traces of it. That's just my personal opinion. Now, there may be extremophobes down underneath, and they may see evidence of that, but I don't know. I'm still questioning it. I'm not saying that's a wasted effort because it's definitely something we should rule out, but I think by now we would have ruled that out. The main goal is to continue safe operation of the ISS, including the maintaining and safety of the crew. There are currently 4 NASA astronauts, 2 Russian cosmonauts, and 1 European astronaut living and working on board on the orbiting outpost. On Friday, 3 more Russian cosmonauts are expected to arrive. I guess I was wrong. I just heard that little tidbit from someone, so I guess they're still cooperating up in space. They're divorced from the politics on the ground, so that's good. The mounting geopolitical tensions has seen retired astronaut Scott Kelly clash on Twitter with the head of the Russia Space Agency. Such conflicts are damaging in the space station mission, and NASA officially has warned that the agency said it's still working closely with the Roscosmos and NASA astronaut Mark Van Heye will for sure return from space station later this month aboard the Russian Soyuz spacecraft as it's previously planned. Yikes. The reason why I'm saying yikes is because we actually had the space shuttle. I think it was under Obama that he pretty much canceled our space program for the most part, and we started renting rides from Russia. And I think this would be a perfect opportunity for Elon Musk to say, hey, Space Dragon is here available for you. Let me go ahead and do this one for free and create our own local private space force that sends astronauts up and down. That is something I would like to see, but I guess that's not where we're heading right now. In light of the situation in Ukraine, the ESA will convene an extraterritorial session of space agency ruling that the council in the coming weeks, the statement said. Yeah, unfortunately, when governments fight, the people suffer. And unfortunately, science kind of takes a backseat unless it's developing weapons. Now, if there was a weapon research, then of course that would take precedence. And it's just sad to see that science is taking a backseat because of this conflict that could have been avoided between all the parties involved. That includes the USA, that includes NATO, that includes the UN, that includes Ukraine and Russia. All of those parties could have avoided this, but they chose to escalate the situation. And I do stand with the people of Ukraine, but not the government of Ukraine. That being said, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts about Russia being cut from the Mars mission. It looks like the mission has actually been cut, regardless whether or not Russia is going to be involved or not. And it looks like the European Space Agency wants to continue the mission, but doesn't really have the means to do it. So hopefully they can work something out. But leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button on all the platforms, or any platforms, or just the platform you're currently watching. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.